Ancient whispers from the cosmos speak of souls not entirely of this world, bearing within them a rare, immortal spark, a fragment of the universe's boundless essence. These are the chosen ones, rare beings marked not by any visible sign, but by a silent, ever-burning flame that pulls them toward a destiny beyond mortal comprehension. Often misunderstood and feeling the weight of a world that cannot fathom their depth, the chosen walk a path shrouded in mystery and trial. They are tasked not merely with existence, but with transformation, with a journey so profound that it strips away illusions, revealing the truth that lies beneath all things. They are not ordinary. They have been set apart, summoned for a purpose, and guided by an ancient wisdom that defies time and transcends form. This journey is not for the faint-hearted, for those who answer the call must pass through trials that would break many. The path of the chosen ones is a series of sacred tests, each one crafted to reveal and strengthen the innermost essence of those who walk it. These are not trials of the body, nor even of the intellect, but of the spirit, a journey that demands courage, unshakable faith, and an unwavering commitment to a truth beyond ordinary understanding. Each test unfolds like a veil, lifting to reveal yet another layer of divine mystery. To complete these trials is to emerge as something new, transformed, aligned not with the mundane but with the celestial purpose that permeates all things. This is the path of the chosen, a path that promises not only knowledge but awakening, a reclamation of the sacred power hidden within. The test of self-reflection. The first trial that all chosen ones must face is that of self-reflection, a test that forces them to confront the truth of who they truly are beneath every mask, every illusion, and every layer of identity they have built. In this test, they are stripped bare of the external markers that once defined them, the titles, the roles, the names given to them by others. Here, they must stand before the mirror of their own soul and face a question that shakes the foundation of their being. Who am I, when all else falls away? Most of humanity spends a lifetime avoiding this question, seeking comfort in the safety of external validation and societal roles. But the chosen ones cannot avoid it. They are called to dive deeper, to look into the abyss of the self, to witness their raw, unfiltered essence. It is a terrifying moment for many, for in this abyss lies not just beauty, but darkness, fear, and vulnerability. This test of self-reflection asks them to abandon illusions and break free from the confines of ego. For the ego is but a mask, a cloak that conceals the sacred light within. As they begin to strip away the superficial layers, they uncover a self that exists beyond labels and societal constructs. It is in this place of stillness, in the silence of all pretenses, that the chosen ones encounter their pure essence, their divine spark. They come to see that beneath the masks lies a being of infinite depth, of light and shadow woven together. It is in this realization that they begin to understand the true weight of their path, a journey that will require complete honesty with the self, for only through this honesty can they access the power and wisdom needed to fulfill their cosmic purpose. Many falter in the test of self-reflection, turning back when faced with the rawness of their own vulnerability. But the chosen ones press forward, compelled by an unshakable inner call, a pull that urges them to face every part of themselves, even the fragments they fear or wish to hide. They understand that to deny any part of themselves is to deny their power, their potential, their truth. And so, with courage, they delve into the shadows within, knowing that these shadows are not there to hinder but to reveal. Each moment in this test strips away another layer, until they stand as they truly are, free, powerful, and aware. The chosen are those who have faced the mirror without flinching, who have embraced both their light and darkness, for they understand that only in balance can they access the fullness of their being. The test of silence and solitude. Having faced the mirror of the self, the chosen ones are called to embrace silence and solitude, a test that challenges them to be alone, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. In this world of endless distractions and external noise, the true self is often drowned out. But in solitude, the chosen ones begin to hear the quiet voice within, the voice that speaks of ancient wisdom, of truths that cannot be heard amidst the clamor of daily life. Here, they must sit with their fears, their hopes, and the whispers of their own soul. In the silence, they confront themselves, stripped of the external validation that society provides. And it is in this silence that the chosen ones find clarity, a sense of self that cannot be shaken by any force. Solitude is both a burden and a gift. It is a crucible that burns away all that is not true, leaving only the essence of the self. In the depth of this silence, they begin to discern the whispers of something greater, a connection to the vast web of existence, a resonance with the divine. For the chosen ones, this solitude is a rite of passage, a necessary confrontation that strips them of illusions and brings them face to face with the vastness of their own souls. It is here that they begin to understand that they are not alone in this journey, for they are connected to an ancient lineage, a web of souls who have walked this path before. They realize that their solitude is not isolation, but a communion with the divine essence within and around them. In the silence of solitude, the chosen ones come to recognize the true voice of their soul, a voice that has been present all along but drowned out by the external noise of the world. This is a voice that does not shout but speaks in whispers, a voice that carries the weight of truths far beyond the mundane. They learn to trust this inner guidance, to distinguish it from the voices of doubt and fear that often cloud the mind. It is here, in the silence, that they begin to cultivate a sacred trust in themselves, a trust that will carry them through every test that lies ahead. They understand that this inner voice is their connection to the cosmic consciousness, a guide that will never lead them astray. The test of letting go. The journey now calls for an even deeper surrender, the test of letting go. This trial asks the chosen ones to release all that holds them back, from expectations and desires to fears and attachments. In a world that clings to certainty, the chosen ones are asked to open their hands and let go, to surrender to the unknown with faith that whatever is meant to be will come to them. Letting go is not a passive act, it is an immense act of strength, a choice to trust in the flow of life, to release the burdens of the past, and to make space for the possibilities of the future. The chosen ones come to understand that clinging is a form of resistance, and it is only in releasing that they find freedom. To let go is to understand that life itself is a constant process of change, that every attachment, whether to a person, an idea, or a past self, holds them captive to the illusions of permanence. The chosen ones learn that true freedom lies not in holding but in flowing, in embracing the transitory nature of existence. This surrender is a gateway to profound liberation, for in letting go of what no longer serves them, they open themselves to the limitless potential of what could be. They learn to trust that whatever falls away is meant to do so, and whatever remains is truly theirs. Letting go, for the chosen ones, is not a loss but a path to rediscovery, to a depth of soul that could never emerge amidst the chains of attachment. To fully pass the test of letting go, the chosen ones must not only release physical attachments but also let go of the expectations they hold of themselves and the world. This release is a profound shift, for it is one thing to let go of possessions or roles, and quite another to surrender the future one has meticulously imagined. The chosen ones are called to understand that expectations bind them to a future shaped by their limited perspective, while true freedom exists only in the open space of possibility. In releasing these expectations, they allow life to reveal itself without constraint, to unfold according to a divine intelligence that far surpasses human plans. This letting go, then, becomes an act of trust, a decision to align with the universe's rhythm rather than force their own. Through this act of surrender, the chosen ones begin to feel a liberation that is impossible to describe in mere words. The chains of expectation dissolve, replaced by a profound peace that emerges only in true freedom. They find that life becomes lighter, that each moment holds a spark of magic, for they are no longer bound by the illusion of control. This is one of the gifts of letting go, a return to the sacred flow of existence, where life moves in harmony with the heart, unburdened by the need to cling or to fear loss. The chosen ones discover that in every release, they are granted more clarity, more peace, more alignment with their highest purpose. This is the way of the chosen, not to grasp but to allow, trusting that what remains is what was always meant to be. The test of the dark night of the soul. With the strength gained from letting go, the chosen ones are led into one of the most profound and challenging trials of their journey, the dark night of the soul. This is not a mere metaphor. It is a descent into the depths of one's own shadows, a journey that plunges them into the core of their doubts, fears, and insecurities. In this darkness, every fragment of falsehood they once held is stripped away, leaving them raw, vulnerable, and exposed. This is the purification of the spirit, where they face not only the world's darkness but the darkness within themselves. It is a test that asks, how deep is your light? Can it endure when there seems to be nothing but shadow? Here, they are brought face to face with the deepest mysteries of existence, and in this confrontation, they come to know the true strength of their inner light. The dark night is often a time of profound confusion, a place where the chosen ones feel that everything they once believed in has been shattered. Relationships dissolve, careers crumble, identities that once felt unshakable begin to disintegrate. This is a time of dissolution, where the soul itself seems to be torn apart, yet it is in this tearing that the chosen ones are reborn. The darkness is not meant to destroy them, but to free them from all that is not truly aligned with their divine essence. In this process, they are purified, stripped of ego and attachment, and left with only the essence of who they truly are. They realize that the darkness is not an enemy but a sacred teacher, one that guides them toward the depths of their own light. For those enduring the dark night, there is a temptation to give up, to surrender to despair. Many lose their way in this trial, believing that the darkness is all there is. But the chosen ones, guided by an inner knowing, press on, even when every step feels heavy, even when hope seems to have vanished. They understand that this darkness is temporary, a necessary passage on the path to transformation. The chosen ones find strength in the knowledge that they are not alone in this darkness, that they are connected to an unseen force, a divine presence that holds them even as everything around them crumbles. This faith, this unshakable knowing, becomes their anchor, a lifeline that carries them through the darkest night. Emerging from the dark night, the chosen ones are no longer the beings they were before. They are reborn, transformed by the alchemical fires of their own shadows. They come to understand that this descent into darkness was not a punishment but a path to their highest self, a purification that cleared away the illusions and limitations they once carried. As they step out of the shadows, they carry within them a light that is unbreakable, a strength that no external force can ever shake. This light is not one of superficial joy but of profound peace, a quiet power that emanates from the depths of their being. The chosen ones realize that this light was always within them, waiting to be uncovered through the trials of darkness. And now, with this light, they step forward, ready to face whatever comes next. The test of faith, having emerged from the dark night, the chosen ones are now called to face a trial of faith, a faith not rooted in doctrines or external beliefs but in an unshakable trust in the unseen, in the vast intelligence that guides all things. This faith is not blind but arises from a deep inner knowing, a connection to the divine that surpasses all understanding. In this test, the chosen ones are asked to walk forward even when they cannot see the path, to trust in the invisible threads of destiny that bind them to their purpose. It is a trial that requires them to let go of all doubts, all need for certainty, and to walk with a heart open to whatever life may bring. This faith is their compass, a guiding light that carries them through every uncertainty. The test of faith challenges the chosen ones to trust in themselves, in life, and in the divine intelligence that orchestrates all things, even when they feel isolated or lost. This faith is not about denying the struggles and fears they face, but about recognizing that these struggles are part of a greater plan, one that they may not yet understand. They are asked to trust that every challenge, every moment of doubt, is leading them closer to their ultimate purpose. The chosen ones understand that faith is not about perfection or unbroken confidence, but about persistence, the decision to keep going, even when everything around them seems to be falling apart. This is the heart of the test, to stand firm in their trust, knowing that they are guided, even in the darkest of times. Each moment of doubt is an invitation to deepen their faith, to lean into the uncertainty with a heart that remains open and receptive. The chosen ones come to see that faith is a practice, a decision made anew with each challenge they face. It is not something that can be given or taken. It must be cultivated, nurtured, and chosen in each moment. In choosing faith, they align themselves with a power that transcends their understanding, a force that holds them even when all else seems to fail. This faith becomes their foundation, an unbreakable trust that connects them to the vast mystery of existence. The chosen ones realize that faith is not a destination but a path, one that they walk each day with courage and humility. Faith is tested most deeply in the moments of silence and waiting, in the spaces where there seems to be no sign, no message, and no confirmation. The chosen ones are asked to hold faith even when nothing in the external world validates their inner knowing. This is where true faith is forged, in the quiet persistence of trusting the unseen, of believing in a divine purpose even when all evidence points otherwise. It is here that they cultivate an unbreakable strength, for they have learned to anchor themselves in a truth that lies beyond the surface of appearances. In these moments of waiting, they come to know a peace that is untouched by circumstance, a faith that does not waver with the tides of life. As they pass through this test, the chosen ones find themselves renewed, their hearts strengthened by the trials of faith. They are no longer swayed by fear or doubt, for they have come to trust in the invisible hand that guides them. They see that each challenge has been a blessing, a necessary step on the journey to a greater awakening. This faith has become their shield, their anchor, a source of resilience that allows them to walk forward with courage. They know now that they are never alone, that they are connected to a divine presence that walks with them in every step, in every breath. With this faith, they are ready for whatever may come, for they know that their path is held by forces beyond their understanding. In this place of deep, unwavering faith, the chosen ones find a profound freedom. They are no longer bound by the fears and uncertainties that once limited them. Instead, they walk forward with a heart open to the unknown, knowing that they are guided, protected, and held by a divine purpose. This faith is the culmination of every trial they have faced, the ultimate expression of their commitment to the path. It is a faith that has been forged in darkness, refined in solitude, and strengthened by every surrender. With this faith, they are no longer seekers, for they have found what was always within them, a sacred trust in the mystery of life, a purpose that shines beyond all understanding. The test of surrender. The test of surrender requires the chosen ones to relinquish their grasp on control and allow themselves to be guided by the currents of life. This surrender is not a resignation. It is an act of profound alignment with the universe, an understanding that their will, however strong, is but a thread in the vast cosmic web. In this test, they are asked to let go of the need to direct their path, to trust that there is a higher intelligence that knows what they need even before they do. This surrender is difficult, for it asks them to abandon the illusion of control, to step into the unknown without guarantees. And yet, in this surrender, they find a liberation that transcends fear, a peace that emerges only when one stops resisting the flow of life. In surrendering, the chosen ones come to realize that they are not losing control but aligning with a power far greater than themselves. They discover that the universe's wisdom extends beyond the limits of human understanding, that there is a divine order to all things, even those that appear chaotic or painful. By releasing their grip on how things should unfold, they allow life to bring forth what is truly meant for them. This surrender is an invitation to step into the vastness of existence with trust, to accept that the journey may not look as they had envisioned, but that it will always lead them where they need to go. The chosen ones understand that true freedom is found not in controlling outcomes but in embracing the unfolding mystery. The act of surrender teaches the chosen ones the sacred art of acceptance. They learn to accept what is, without needing to force it to be something else. In doing so, they find a stillness, a serenity that is untouched by external circumstances. Surrender becomes a source of strength, for they are no longer fighting against life's natural rhythms. Instead, they move in harmony with them, allowing the universe to carry them toward their purpose. This surrender does not mean that they cease to act. Rather, it means that they act from a place of flow, where each choice aligns with the divine path set before them. They come to trust that what is meant to come to them will come, and what is meant to leave will leave, all in perfect timing. Surrender is, perhaps, the ultimate paradox, for in letting go, the chosen ones gain a form of control they had never known. It is not the control of manipulation or force, but the control that comes from alignment, from being in harmony with the universal will. In surrendering, they become channels for a divine intelligence that moves through them, guiding their actions, their thoughts, and their emotions in ways that serve the greater good. They realize that by stepping out of the way, they allow this higher wisdom to direct them, leading them toward experiences and revelations that would have remained hidden had they clung to their own limited understanding. In surrender, they find true power, not over others, but over the self, over the illusions of the ego. Through this surrender, the chosen ones are initiated into a deeper level of trust. They come to see that life's challenges, even those that seem insurmountable, are part of a larger design, crafted not to break them but to reveal the strength that lies within. This trust becomes a guiding light, a quiet assurance that, no matter the circumstances, they are held by a force that transcends all limitations. Surrendering to this force brings them into alignment with their highest purpose, allowing them to move through life with a sense of ease and grace. In this place of surrender, they find a joy that does not depend on external validation, a fulfillment that arises from the simple act of being in harmony with life itself. The test of surrender is, in many ways, the culmination of every trial that has come before it. It requires the chosen ones to integrate all they have learned, to release every remaining attachment, and to trust fully in the journey they are on. As they surrender, they become one with the flow of the universe, feeling its rhythm as their own. In this union, they no longer seek to impose their will but to align with the divine will, to become vessels for the higher purpose that moves through all things. They are now ready to face the final test, the one that will ask them to awaken to the truth of who they are, to see with the eyes of the soul and to live from a place of boundless connection with all that is. The test of awakening. As the chosen ones step into the final test, they are asked to awaken, not merely to knowledge, but to wisdom, to a profound understanding of their purpose and place in the cosmos. This awakening is not the end, but the beginning of a new way of being. In this test, they are asked to see through the veils of illusion, to recognize the interconnectedness of all life, and to realize that they are not separate from the universe but a manifestation of it. They are called to see themselves as vessels for the divine, as expressions of the sacred energy that permeates all things. This awakening brings with it a profound clarity, a vision of reality as it truly is, an eternal dance of light and shadow, unity and diversity, love and wisdom. Awakening is a profound shift in perception, a realization that the self they once believed to be separate is, in truth, part of the greater whole. In this moment, the chosen ones understand that they are not just individuals but aspects of the universal consciousness, each one carrying a unique expression of the divine. They come to see that their journey, their struggles, and their triumphs were never theirs alone but part of the greater unfolding of life. This awareness dissolves all sense of isolation, for they now see themselves in every being, every star, every leaf. They feel the pulse of the cosmos within their own heart, a rhythm that unites them with all that exists. In this awakened state, the chosen ones no longer search for meaning outside themselves, for they understand that they are the meaning. Their purpose is not something they must achieve, it is something they must embody. To awaken is to realize that they are here not to control or conquer but to experience, to witness, to be. This is the ultimate truth that the journey has been leading them toward, that their very existence is the purpose, that each breath, each moment, is a part of the divine expression. They no longer feel the need to seek validation or approval, for they know that their worth is inherent, a reflection of the cosmic light within them. As the veil lifts, the chosen ones come to understand that every trial, every hardship, was a preparation, a sacred initiation that led them to this moment of realization. They see that the darkness they endured was a part of the light they now carry, that every loss, every letting go, was a necessary step in shedding the illusions that kept them from their true selves. This awakening is a rebirth, a return to their original essence, free from the confines of the ego and the fears of the mind. In this state, they become pure vessels for the divine, open to the flow of wisdom, love, and light that moves through all things. They are no longer bound by limitations, for they have awakened to the boundless nature of their own being. The chosen ones, now awakened, move through the world not as seekers but as bringers of light. They understand that their purpose is to be a living embodiment of the divine, to carry the wisdom they have gained and to share it through their actions, their presence, and their love. They are no longer driven by personal desires but by a deeper calling, a knowing that they are here to serve the awakening of all beings. This does not mean that they withdraw from the world. Rather, they engage with it fully, bringing the light of their awareness into every interaction, every challenge. They become beacons of the sacred, reminders to others of the truth that lies within. This awakening transforms the way they perceive life itself. Every experience, whether joyful or painful, is seen as part of the divine dance, an opportunity to learn, to grow, to express the infinite possibilities of existence. They no longer resist life's flow but embrace it with an open heart, understanding that every moment is a gift, a chance to deepen their connection to the divine. They live not in fear but in wonder, in awe of the intricate beauty of creation. The chosen ones have come to realize that their journey is not about reaching an endpoint but about embodying the divine essence within every step they take. In this state, they are free to love, free to create, free to be. As they walk this path of awakening, the chosen ones inspire others not by words alone but by the silent power of their presence. They radiate a peace that cannot be shaken, a joy that does not depend on external conditions, and a love that embraces all beings as aspects of the divine. They have become one with the purpose that once called them, a purpose that now flows through every aspect of their being. They do not seek followers, for they understand that every soul must walk its own path. Instead, they offer a living example of what it means to be awake, to be fully alive, to be aligned with the sacred. In this awakened state, the chosen ones realize that their journey is both a blessing and a responsibility. They are here not only for themselves but for all of humanity, for all life. They are here to bring light into the world, to be vessels for the divine, to remind others of the sacredness that lies within each soul. This is the fulfillment of their purpose, the realization of their destiny. And now, as they stand in this truth, they are ready to embrace the world with open hearts, knowing that they are part of something far greater than themselves. Their awakening is a gift not only to themselves but to all beings, a light that shines forth to guide others on their own journeys. The journey of the chosen ones does not end here. Awakening is not a destination but a state of being, one that they must nurture and live each day. They are now free, not because they have transcended the world but because they have embraced it fully, understanding that the divine exists within all things. And so, they walk forward, carrying the light of their awakening, a light that will illuminate the path for others, a reminder that we are all part of the sacred, all connected to the cosmic web of life. Their story is a testament to the power of the soul, a reminder that within each of us lies a truth waiting to be awakened. With this profound awakening, the chosen ones have come full circle, returning to the world not as they once were, but as beings transformed. They now understand that the journey they have walked, the tests they have endured, were not merely personal challenges but sacred initiations designed to reveal their highest selves. They stand now as embodiments of the divine, living testaments to the power of surrender, faith, and awakening. Their light is a beacon, a reminder to all who seek that within each of us lies a truth waiting to be discovered, a destiny waiting to be embraced. And now, as they move forward, they are called to carry this light not only for themselves but for all those who yearn to know the deeper mysteries of life. This path is open to all, for we each carry the seed of awakening within us. This message is an invitation, a call to recognize the divine spark within and to honor the journey of growth and transformation that awaits. If you feel a stirring in your soul, a resonance with these words, know that you, too, may be among the chosen ones. The path may not be easy, but it is a journey that leads to truth, to purpose, to the fullest expression of your being. We invite you to join us in this sacred exploration, to subscribe to this channel, to activate notifications, and to become part of a community that honors the journey of the soul. Let these teachings serve as your guide, as your companion on this path of awakening, helping you uncover the wisdom and strength that lie within. As you continue on your journey, remember that each trial, each challenge, is an opportunity to deepen your connection with the sacred. The tests of life are not barriers but invitations to grow, to expand, to align with the divine essence that permeates all things. We encourage you to engage with this community, to share your experiences in the comments, to seek and offer wisdom, and to remember that you are not alone. Together, we walk this path, each of us illuminating the way for others. Let this channel be a sanctuary for your soul, a place where you can return to find guidance, support, and inspiration. In sharing, we strengthen our bond, deepening our understanding of what it truly means to be a chosen one. Take a moment to reflect on the journey you have witnessed here today. Each test, each revelation, is a step on the path toward a life of purpose, a life of alignment with the cosmic will. The chosen ones are not separate from you. They are mirrors, reflections of the potential that lies within every soul. The invitation to awaken is open to all, and each step you take toward this truth brings you closer to the fulfillment of your highest purpose. Now is the time to act, to embrace the call, to open yourself to the possibility that you, too, are destined for a path of awakening. Join us on this journey, engage with this sacred community, and let the light of your own truth shine forth. As we conclude, let this be a reminder: you are here for a reason. Every experience, every moment, has led you to this point, to this invitation to embrace the deeper mysteries of life. If you feel the call, do not ignore it. Engage with this journey, explore the teachings we offer, and let each lesson bring you closer to the truth of who you are. Watch the recommended video on your screen now, and let it guide you deeper into this path of awakening. For the journey is never truly over. Each ending is but a new beginning. Step forward with courage, with faith, and with an open heart. You are not alone. You are part of a lineage, a community, a cosmic family bound by purpose and united in the quest for truth.